Season 2.5 has just started, and here I'm going to give you the list of all the things you should prioritize and do right away, as it will make a difference in making your account stronger and better for the season. Hey everyone, Zaraz here, and today we're talking about Call of Dragons Season 2.5, but also all of these tips apply for anyone starting a new season, whether it's Season 1.5, 2, or 2.5. So in this case, there's a few things you must know and you must do before it's too late, because there are special things happening around the fact that a new season is reset. One of the first and best example is that the VIP store here has reset. Now, I bought a few of them already, but as you can see, I am going to buy the rest of it now. Reason being that, you know, there's 2 days, 7 hours, so it does reset on every Sunday as usual. But because a new season has started, it has gotten an extra free reset, which is very valuable. Of course, buy everything you can. And for people who are spending, obviously there's a lot of speed ups and hero tokens and stuff that you can purchase that will end up being a lot of value for those players. So just make sure that you empty the store of what you need before the 2 days pass and it is reset again. Now, of course, we ended the season, which means we now have the Anointed or the Conqueror rewards for most players. Now here I have made a full video on which you should choose, but I will just briefly say that it is basically either Super Ravage or Split Pain Bloom. These are the best two choices. Obviously, free-to-play players will have better luck using Split Pain Bloom, as it will give extra attacks and do a lot of AoE damage with mages, which is most of the free-to-play players base unit. But this is arguably better. You're going to do more damage, but you do need a Syndrian and a Freyguard to be, leveled up to a certain degree. You do need, to have some skills put into them. You have to be putting some effort. They have to be one of your main march, not just a side march that you're barely using for this to really shine, because the Nightrock, the pet that is applying to, is the pet used by these two heroes. And, it is going to be an investment if you are really refocusing on this march. This will offer you probably more damage, especially if you're really strong in Freyguard, because this triggers all the time. I've already seen it from some of the wells in my alliance, and it does a lot of damage. But if you don't have a Syndrian Freyguard, this is still going to be your best choice. Now, when it comes to the common rewards, of course, this is amazing and it is worth it. But afterwards, it is going to be a choice between if you want prestige to boost your policies, or if you want CP to level up your heroes quicker. I would say that now with the new policy changes, the troop capacity, while it is still a very important policy to research, is less important than it was last season, because we now start with much higher troops capacity from the base, like with level 30 heroes with a lot of troops already, like 100 something thousand plus. So this is less vital because you don't need to research it, but this is still as good. So I would probably say CP recovery with whatever you have left. After you've bought your limited and your common, this one, then you can go and buy the CP recovery. In my opinion, it is going to be the best use of your items. So they've done something here where the legion capacity of every hero is incredibly high at base. So it is 1,000 per level, but at level 40, I have 88,000. So I think you gain basically 45,000 base on every hero. And this is the same here. So my Velen at level 35, and even my level 30s have 78,000. So it just shows you that basically by pairing two heroes together, you already get 200,000 troops. This is sadly how we're going to get to 360,000 troop size in this season. It is incredibly high, and it is very hard for people who are not spenders to do fighting with such amount of troops. Hopefully the developers take it back a little bit because it's a little bit too high. But anyways, in any case, it means that at the beginning of the season, we have all of these new Darkling patrols and these pets that are like level 35 and higher, which is a lot easier to beat when you have 200,000 troops per army. So that is going to be obviously something that is very new and very different, but very good for the early progression. Also, now talking about policies, there is the normal military expansion here, which is very easy to max right away. And then there is military expansion 3 here. So they removed the number 2 from what I can see. But as I said, they have added so much capacity now that it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be good. 20% troop capacity. I already have 200,000. 20% is like 40,000 troops in this case. So this is going to be very meaningful. Still really good to get, and try and get it early, because the faster you get a really strong march, the stronger you will be when any PvP or behemoth start happening in the next week. Now, speaking of policies, a lot of this is the same, of course. Their daily resource healing and elixir production speed stuff hasn't changed too much. Elixir production speed is going to be best for free to play. Resource healing stuff, obviously, usually it's wells, but now they've added a ton of resource healing cost minus here. So you can go to minus 25% of the cost to heal troops for basically every currency like mana or wood and gold. So that's something new. Otherwise, do we have all the new turret stuff? So they've removed a lot of like the fluff and they've added just, you know, the basics, the healing and the turret. This is completely new. Now you can choose one of these 3 turrets and they are all good in their own way. So I'll give you an explanation of how these turrets work. Basically, the fire turret shoots arrows that do a pretty high amount of damage every, I think, 3 seconds. The ice turret does every 5 seconds and does less damage, but applies a slow. If the slow is applied 3 times in a row, it immobilizes the enemy for a certain amount of time, which is incredibly powerful. And the poison turret does a similar damage to the ice turret, but it puts a debuff on the enemy, which causes them to take 30% more damage. So from the general consensus, the ice turrets are going to be the best one to have, mostly because they also just announced that they're removing barricades. Barricades will just not exist anymore in the game in season 2.5. So this is going to be very, very important and very strong. Poison turret adding 30% damage was also going to be incredibly powerful. And lastly, the fire turret will be the least prioritized because it does damage and nothing else. And obviously you would like to have enemies slowed, stuck, taking extra damage while your marches are doing the damage. The turret itself, while it does a good amount of damage for sure, you know, is not going to do the same amount of damage as many troops. You would rather slow them and control them. So yeah, you can do even more damage and have battlefield control. Now, there's a few more research here that make your turret stronger, higher level. Also, destruction gives resource, increased resource gain from destroying turret, and you also gain merit for destroying turret. So these are all going to be very good research, of course. Now the barricade, as I said, they are removing them from the game, so there's still research here. They might disappear. If we look in the system mail here, like basically the last mail I received 10 hours ago, you know, people said the barricades are really overpowered, which is true. And then they have decided to remove from the season 2+ season. So they're trying out a season without barricades, see what it's going to look like. So there will not be barricades in this season for 2.5. So this is going to be very interesting. It will change things a lot, but with the ice towers, we will get a similar slowing down type of situation. It's not going to be the same, but it's going to be good nonetheless. So we'll have to see what it looks like. And we're obviously going to be filming and making a lot of content with the PvP this season, so we will see it in detail. Now it's Black Friday, which means that there is a lot of packs here. I've bought a few of them already, but obviously this gives you, you know, 3 here, 6 here, and 8 here. So you have 15 sculptures here to gain from this event, as well as tons of other rewards, speed ups, resource, all that kind of stuff. There is another pack here that also gives you even more for basically buying gems. So I would recommend to, if you are a spender, to at least buy enough gems to get these maxed out, because they are really, really high value for what you're spending. And there's the bundle of the Joy of Destiny here, which is for the spin that gives you a chance at the new heroes, which is also going to be a very good value if you are, you know, a spender. So it is a good time to spend a little bit if you are a spender. Make sure to watch my latest video about Pluto Mall so you can save like 10% and taxes when you're purchasing. So it's a pretty decent amount of saving for the game. So that's on plutomall.com. Just make my last video just explains exactly how it works. So obviously this is, you know, this is happening. There is really good stuff for spenders. There's also the Goblin Merchant. So there's a special event right now where there's like an extra row. Like there's 4 rows as usual, and then there's a top row that's extra. And this row can spawn G2 hero tokens, which are very, very strong. Now this is the same price as the VIP shop, 1,000 for one. But if you purchase other stuff like this, it goes down to 750. So the price is actually very, very good. I am purchasing it at that price. It's a very decent price for what it is. And even this, you know, this is a very decent, better deal than the VIP store as well. So the rest of the shop you can buy the way you want. Obviously, I usually buy whenever it's like a 80 or 90% rebate. So 80 is pretty good. And then I don't buy all the stuff. And then you can refresh a few times. Of course, it can get expensive. And, you know, not everybody wants to spend a lot of gems here. But it's just so that you know that you can get sometimes sculptures here, which is very valuable. So Wales will be refreshing the store maximum and buying everything, obviously. So, you know, there's a lot of value to be had there as well. Now, new season means a lot of events going on. Wheel of Destiny, I've already spinned it a few times, but basically you get a chance at Goresh and Skogul, as well as Ferondil and Theodore, as well as a lot of other rewards. So obviously, you know, spend what you can here, spin as much as you can. You can buy some tickets here as well before getting to real money with gems only. So, you know, that's what I did. I basically purchased a little bit of the money and then all the tickets that I could. I spinned as much as I can. I unlocked Goresh. I didn't unlock Skogul, but she's going to be the wheel hero next time the wheel comes. So it's not going to be hard to get her, while the other one is from the strongest lord only. So this is why I was really excited to be getting him. And it is really the goal of that wheel. If you can just at least unlock these heroes, then you have it on your account. If you decide to build them in the future, this is one good way. Otherwise, you just free sculptures for that hero as well. Now, talking about artifact, obviously, this is a interesting event that offers you a chance at all of the artifacts that are new this season. Spring Blades and Gold Crest are two of the best artifacts for Cavs and Archers. This one, especially for the Syndrian Freygar March, it is the best artifact in the game for them. And for most Archers, it just does incredible damage. The Spirit Bone Truck is basically the new artifact for infantry. It's absolutely crazy. It's stupid good, but only if you're going to be an infantry main, which is not many of you, and mostly T5s, of course. And then this Oath of Stormpeak is probably the worst artifact I've ever seen, but I'm sure it has some use that will work specifically with that March, which is like Ferondil and maybe Theodore, I guess. But it's a weird artifact. I know I would prefer Spring Blades in my opinion, but anyways. Point being here, you get this event where you can spend a lot of gems every time, and the probability is 1.5, so it's not really high. You can also get a Lucia's Horn, or like this really bad Wolf Woman, Dragon Rift, like Sword and Blade, Ancient Free Roots. So this is a trap, I'd say. You know, of course, you can get these artifacts, but 1.5, you're gonna need to roll like hundreds of times if you want to get specific artifacts. At 600 gems each, like it's going to be 60,000 gems just to get, you know, one artifact for sure. So this is a purely well only event. If you're not a well, do not touch it. Even I, who is a spender, of course, not a well but a spender, I'm not even touching it. It's not worth it. I don't need these artifacts specifically because I got lucky enough to have this one and this one. I don't want these other two, and then I certainly don't want anything down here. I already have a level 5 Phoenix Eye, so for me it's not needed. It is really good though if you don't have it, so it is a way to maybe get it. So it's really depending on how much you like wasting gems here. If you're well, it don't really matter to you. If you're not, this is not going to be good for you. Now, on the other hand, the artifact compendium, which is basically from having won my last season, we get the anointed compendium, and we get to spin 20 times. Now, I've done this one, and I got lucky. I got 1 gold crest and 1 dragon scale armor. So this is a 12% chance, right? So this is much better. This is where you get your value. This is what you get for winning a season. You get usually about 2 artifacts for sure when you open the 20. So the cost in gem is more than double, but the probability is 10 times better. So obviously this is really good. And these are all the best artifacts in the game. Gold Crest, amazing. Infernal Flame, Phoenix Eye, Dragon Scale Armor, Spring Blade, Greymar Warhammer, you know, the rest at the bottom, not so good, but I mean, if you get lucky like me and you get some of these stuff, very good artifacts. So this is where you want to be using any gems that you have. Make sure you use all your attempts. This is the best value. Even if you conquer, the value here is amazing because of the percentage of getting a good artifact. Now, going back out on the map, if you click your little loop here and you go Darkling Patrols, you'll see that the highest level you can do is 36. So every few days, it's going to go up a level. Which also means that the pets are 36. So this is very interesting. The Darkling Patrols obviously are the way you're going to gain prestige for your policies. There's other stuff as well. Anything PvE really gives prestige, anything you do. So make sure you spend your CP, do forts when they come up and stuff, and you'll get all the prestige you need. Now, they also give XP and Arcane Dust and Resource. Now, it doesn't show here, but they still give arrows. It's just extremely rare. But when they do drop, it's more than it used to be, but it's still very rare, which is not great because, you know, it's too rare. I feel like it should be a little bit more. But in any case, you know, this is good. Make sure to kill level 36 only when you're doing this. And if we look at a pet, they also give the exact same reward. So depending, you know, if you're killing pets or Darkling, doesn't matter. You get same amount of Arcane Dust, same amount of XP, same amount of prestige. So there really isn't any difference there. So it doesn't matter what you kill when you use your CP anymore, which is great. Also, this obviously means that when you are catching pets, so now you only have 2 warrants per day currently. You can get more in here by getting this, which will take a while to get to. But really, it is going to be important for you to try and catch, you know, level 36 pets if you can, level 35, 36, because the higher level they are, it seems the better the chance of them giving a pet with a talent with a star. So something like this, the talent which has a star. So like this, you want the star on the talent. This is what you want. Obviously, if you can get 2 or 3 stars, you're very lucky. But this is, you know, the higher level the pet, the better chances of it having star and good stuff on it. So make sure you don't waste those every day. Try and get the level 36, and when 37 is up, do 37. It does seem like, you know, maybe by the time we reach dragon, we will have monsters that are like almost 50. So you can see here I have like level 45, level 42. So there's obviously much higher level units. I'm thinking maybe we'll cap at 50 once we do the Augur Stone for the Frost Dragon. Who knows? We'll have to check that out when you know, when we get there. But it really is going to be a different season in terms of the stuff that we can catch. Now the Dragon Trail is now a joke. You can kill this with T4 with no good heroes, with no talent, no skill, not so, like, it's really easy now. But the rewards are also, you know, a lot lower. Obviously you still get like, you know, XP and stuff, but 27 XP, 27,000 XP for 13 hours. Like, this is 1.5 Darkling, right? So it's not incredible at all. Everything's been a bit nerfed, I think. Like, when you clear it, you gain plus 21 an hour, like 21 an hour, all the way up to 150, I believe. Here we are. Oh, more 160. There we go. So, you know, it's really good to do them. You get keys, you get, you know, this is like 4,000 XP. You get, you know, 2,500 XP, 2,500 XP. So it does add up. If you've done all these levels, you get a few keys in this, and then you can use your books on the main heroes that you are leveling up. So there's nothing wrong with it. But it's just really like it's a lot. There's a lot to do. Now, of course, there is a lot of stuff to do at the beginning, but this is what is the priority. Make sure to also collect these chests at the beginning. There's a lot, and they expire after 24 hours. Some people said to wait before collecting these, but I waited and I collected them, and the rewards were all the same. So it didn't matter if I waited or not. Like, the level 1 chest gave me a level 1 reward, level 2 chest gave me a level 2 reward, and level 32 chest gave me a level 32 reward. But basically waiting until we're 32 to open my level 1 chest didn't make any difference. I just did it, so it really didn't anything for me. So I don't know if it's different for some or if I was bad luck, but I really got no rewards that were really good until I got to the late level chest. There is also a ton of these chests to open. Obviously, if you're in an alliance with a lot of spenders, it's even more. But like, I currently have 1,147 gifts left to open. So it just gives you an idea. Like, they do expire after 24 hours. So make sure you don't let them go to the expiry, because you lose them. And there is, as you see here, you know, 8 hours speed up, a bit of gems and stuff. Like, it is worth it. It is worth a lot for your account. So you must do it. Obviously, this open 10 is very slow, so if you do it manually, it's faster, but it's still going to take you a very long time. So the last thing I want to talk about, of course, there's a lot of new stuff, there's a lot of events, but all of it is basically the same as always. You get buffed at the beginning, Proving Ground is going to happen again, Behemoths are going to come, Heeding the Call is basically going to give you rewards if your membership in Alliance is high, which is easy to do. This is an event where you're getting some sculptures by, you know, speed up, so obviously speed up if you have, but this is a whale event. But Resurgence, that's one of the new things. So for the first 7 days of a new season, you can resurge to another zone, right? So this is where you can change alliance, you can change zone, you can change basically the kingdom or the server you're going to be playing with. You can change it here. You won't change your server, but you can go and play with your enemies from other servers. You can change to their zone and be in that zone, right? So this is one thing that can be done for 7 days, but after the 7 days, there is no way you can do this anymore. So make sure that if it is something you want to do or need to do, you do it before the timer ends here, because that is the only way you're going to be able to change after. That is going to be at the end of the season. Otherwise, you'll be stuck in the true zone. So, you know, this is one thing to keep in mind. So obviously, there's a lot more, and I'm going to make a lot of videos covering Spire, towers, and stuff like that, behemoths, all this stuff that's going to be happening. But, you know, just make sure to explore, listen to your leaders, build. A lot of building is happening at the beginning, and have fun, of course. Make your heroes as strong as possible, and make sure to get all the rewards that you can. If you are a spender, make sure to spend while the events are on, and to use Split 'em all if you want to save some money. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in season 2.5 and on the next video.